And don't forget to change your name. Make sure that it comes with your team number. For example, James Team 2. So that everyone, we try to make it clear that I can see which person who belongs to which team. Hey, James and Lam, can you guys turn on the camera? Like we can start talking or something? Yes. Hey, James and Lam, I just wonder, like I'm checking your homework and I don't see anything from your team. It seems like you guys didn't do the SWOT analysis for your product. And I don't find the job description and how you will assign your team members to your company. So can anyone from Team 2 tell me what is happening with your homework?
Like personally, I don't feel like anyone in my team's trying to help me out doing the homework. Like even like last week, I had to do everything myself because no one tried to help me at all.
Okay. Yes. So James, do you have anything to say to defend yourself? Okay, now remember the first rule. Please turn on the camera. I don't like the idea of talking to a whole dark screen in front of me. Turn on the camera, guys. That's very important. Yes, Jung and Hui as well. Before all the people come and join us, let's have a short discussion for Team 2, group work. Now, so the problem so far is like in the first two lessons, I don't see much collaboration between you two. And in the second lesson, I try to remind you about how important teamwork is in this competition. All right. And you see that this is the result of having zero teamwork. And you think about the competition, you want to win something. This is not the way you're going to win something. The competition is a team competition. It's not an individual competition. So now, team 2, I want everyone in team 2 to turn on your mic. And we still have a few minutes. for discussion before all the come and join us. Now, everyone in team 2, please turn your mind and let's figure out the problem. What is happening? How you can solve it? Because if you keep working this way, your team will not be able to study anything. The upcoming lesson is really, really difficult and it requires teamwork. Now, so I hear from Lam. She said that in the first lesson, she is the one who did everything for the homework. So what happened in the second lesson? All right, now, Hui, please tell me what happened in the second lesson. Why no homework done for your team? Hui, An, and Kevin, yes, please turn on the camera. Turn on the camera. Hui, An, and Kevin, please turn on the camera. That's the rule for our lesson, right? Just turn. Yes, good job, Kevin. I see you. Nice. Okay, now, so we start with Hui first. Hui, can you turn on your camera and tell me why you guys didn't work together to finish the homework? Okay, you can try to do it later. Now, so give me some explanation from you first, Hui. And Kevin, you next.
The second,
You are mute. Hui, you are mute.
sorry. The second lesson,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we did it.
There was nothing on the link. I couldn't find your organization structure, and there was nothing like a SWOT analysis for your team. I will share my screen. So this is what I find on your homework. So this one, yes, we corrected it last time. And this one is not the homework. This is about the Canvas model. And the Canvas model is not the homework. Homework was about, that is about the SWOT analysis and the organization structure. Again, so can I have a talk with the leader of Team 2? So who is the leader of Team 2 so far? Nothing? Okay, so that's James said that Lam is the captain, the leader of Team 2. So this is the way we're gonna do it. Because she is the captain. So now all the team members, if you don't think that teamwork will help you with homework, all right? So now you have to do what the team leader says. No matter what, no argument. That's the only way you can finish the course together. And that's the only way that you can go to the competition. You see the point? So Lam, you are the leader. So just set up the rules in your group. Tell people what they need to do. And your job is to double check if they follow your instruction or not. Yeah, take a role, take a step ahead and become a leader, a real leader. And next time, when you guys have your homework, you divide the task to your team members. Yes? Lam, well, let's have a talk. Lam, you can turn on the mic. So this is the solution. You tell them what they need to do. And if they don't do their job, they fail. You learn something. You do your job, you learn something. They don't do their job, they fail. And then we talk with them in private. I will talk with them in private. All right, you do the best job as a leader. So let's say you have 5 questions for homework. You say one person will do 1 question. You choose the question. You choose the question for others and let them do the job. You remind them. That's all. If they don't finish their homework, that's their problem. You are the leader. You just need to divide the task and double check. If they don't do it, I personally, the teacher, will talk with them in private and with the parents. All right. I wrong time for you to learn how to work together. You cannot go to competition by yourself like one person, like a solo leveling. You watch that one. That's not that anime. All right. So don't be upset. Now do the best job that you can as a leader, and then I deal with the rest. So team 2, please, after the lesson today, have a meeting between you all members and figure out how you can move on. If this is still the way you're gonna study this lesson, I'm sure that you're not going to study anything or learn anything from now on. It is becoming, I mean, like, you know, after every lesson, things change very fast. And all right, so I guess that's enough. So now I will correct the homework for team 1, and maybe everyone can learn something from it. Okay, so this is the homework that I got from team 1. And firstly, let's talk about the organization structure. Okay, so Hui, she she said that she has experience being a leader, like HR officers. All right, so Hui, in your opinion, what is the most important thing that ability or personality or quality the HR leader needs to have to do the job well?
HR leader.
Yes.
I think the most important skill that a HR leader need to know is that to judge and to see the overall skills and like the potential of the employee to distribute them to the right place to like maximize the efficiency of the company.
Yes, that is partially true, Hui. But if the job is very, let's say, specific, like an IT, do you think as an HR, you understand enough about IT field to see the full potential of that person?
Yeah.
Right. So you are right. Your job is to maximize their productivity, but I don't think it's possible for you to understand all the roles, all the positions in your company to see the full potential. So I would change a little bit here. For me, this one is very important. You need to build a culture. And in order to do that, you're gonna need to have interpersonal skill. So like being patient and communication. So sometimes it's difficult for your company to move on because the employees, they don't want to share what they are thinking about. And the leader, they just tell the employees what to do. The employee refuse to say anything. So that is where we lose communication. But we need a very, very smooth communication in work so that the employees can contribute to the work and say, hey, that doesn't work. I don't like working this way. I feel then they feel safe to talk with you. If they feel that, oh, I don't want to talk with the HR, she will report to the boss and then they will punish me. Yes. So your job is to build a culture to maximize their productivity. And then you need interpersonal skill. All right. So let's change that one a little bit here. And maybe you can clarify how good your interpersonal skills are. Đó, các bạn có thể cụ thể vào chỗ này một xíu, đó là nó khoe cái này của em nó giỏi những mức nào để em vào đấy được, và cái HR thì nó nên vào cái phần đấy nhé, đưa cái yếu tố đó vào.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, now move on. What do we have? So here, so Sung An, can you tell me what do you mean by an economical girl? What do you mean by this phrase?
Like I think that firstly, to be a chief financial officer, I think that I have to know where is the money. So because of that, so I can allocate it as most effectively. So I think that to allocate the money effectively, I have to be quite economical. Yeah, so that's why.
Okay. Hey, can anyone tell me the definition of the word economical? That means that I mean, the word has a slightly different meaning if you check it on the dictionary. So sometimes this word can mean you try to save money. So when that's an economical choice, but that choice can save you a lot of money. So I think you should change or paraphrase the word economical here, because sometimes as a financial manager, you don't have to save money for your company at any cost. You need to know how to use the money wisely, not to save it all the time. Được chưa? Cho nên các bạn hãy check lại cái từ này nhé. Cái từ này thì đúng là nó sẽ có một cái nghĩa là tiết kiệm. Thì
Yeah.
không nhất thiết là cái financial này nó phải tiết kiệm, tức là các bạn phải dùng tiền một cách thông minh và có hiệu quả, chứ không phải nhất thiết là lúc nào cũng một gọi là tiết kiệm nhé. So I suggest that you can change it to rational. So a rational. Now, who can tell me what does that mean by a rational person? All right. Okay. So rational person is the person use their head and their mind to analyze the problem and solve the problem. But they don't use emotions. So being a financial officer, you need to be very calm and very, very rational. You use your logic to calculate the money that you can gain, the money that you can lose, and make the best decision based on your information. You don't make a decision based on the emotion here. Yeah, so it's better to say that you are a very rational girl. All right, thank you so much. I believe that your organization structure is good. Just change something like I have suggested for you. Now let's come to your SWOT analysis. Rare and magical. I don't understand really magical state. Well, what do you mean by a magical state?
Like because it is like there's a myth that there's a monster in the lake, so maybe, and you are living in a tree house, so maybe it will seems a little bit like magical and like you are in a fairy tale.
Okay, yes. So I agree with you. That is your strength. But let's try to rewrite this phrase a little bit to make it clear, because sometimes when readers, they read this phrase, they don't really get your point by, say, magical state. Yeah. So when you explain to me, I agree with you, but rewrite this one. Make sure that it's clear enough for everyone to understand. This, okay, yes. Okay, now look, I believe that the opportunities, you got the number one really nice. However, this one, it is not really your opportunities. Tại vì sao chỗ này? Collaboration with local tour guides, I mean, you are talking about the team that you have now. You have good relationship with them. But opportunity is like something now or something in the future.
In the future, yeah.
Yes, so this one is happening right now. You have good relationship with them. So it should be like your strength. All right. So
Okay.
for example, when you say a rising demand, okay, so it is rising in the future, more and more people coming. So that is the opportunities. Yeah, and you want to say something here?
No, yeah, just continue.
All right. Promote. So this is not your opportunity again. It means you can change it to like more and more people are aware of environmental protection. All right. So because more people are aware of the environment, so they will come to you.
Yes.
So that is your opportunity. Cái chỗ này viết lại nhá.
Yeah.
Đó là nhiều người có ý thức về môi trường, về phát triển bền vững hơn, chứ không phải là các bạn đi bỏ promote cái này, vì cái này là opportunity. what will happen in the future. Stress. Okay. Number 3 is a really good one. And maybe when you talk about the weather risk, harsh condition could damage property. It's not really clear what do you mean by harsh condition, because now when you open the hotel there, you already know the weather. What is it like, right? So when you say the harsh, it could damage the product, it means that you don't prepare well enough to build your hotel. So you need to paraphrase like climate change. Climate change is changing every day and it's hard to predict, đúng không? Thì các bạn có thể đưa cái đó vào, chứ còn nếu mà các bạn nói là điều kiện khó, nhưng mà khi các bạn sai thì các bạn phải consider cái này rồi, đúng không? Thì nếu mà các bạn nói là điều kiện khó nó gây ra hư hại tài sản thì có phải là các bạn không chuẩn bị đủ tốt để xây khách sạn của các bạn nên paraphrase nó lại, đó là cái climate change nó đang change một cách quickly và các bạn rất khó thích ứng, because sometimes you see that if the lake it is frozen in the winter, let's say I'm not sure about that information, let's say if it is frozen in the winter, then you can do some activity related to ice, right? But the weather is becoming more and more like warmer. So sometimes it comes to a year when the lake is not frozen during the winter, and then you cannot do anything. Yeah, so paraphrase this one. Chỗ này viết lại để cho nó clear nhá. Đó là do thời tiết đang thay đổi liên tục và rất khó dự đoán, cho nên là có thể ảnh hưởng đến các hoạt động của mình. Đặc biệt là cái hoạt động nào mà nó liên quan tới những cái mùa đông của các bạn. You know, now the winter is shorter and the summer is longer. The earth is getting hotter every day. Thì đó là cái chúng ta nên viết lại chỗ này nhé. Còn I agree with all the things. Competition, yes. Zoning, rules, regulation, yes, I agree. Mấy cái chỗ thầy bôi vàng thì các bạn có thể về xử lý lại nhé. Okay, thank you so much. So that's all for team 1 homework. So is there any question before we go to the next the topic today?
No questions.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now, so let's do. So everyone, tonight we're gonna study 2 points. So firstly, we're gonna talk about actual management. And in this field, you're gonna see how you're gonna recruit enough staff for your company, how you improve their productivity, and think about their motivation. After that, we're gonna look at the market growth and the market share. All right, now let's go to the first point. So if you want to expand your company, which one of these 4 factors that you will prioritize? Consider that both of your teams, team 1 and team 2, you are operating in industrial tourism, all right, tourism industry. So in tourism industry, when you want to expand your company, which factors you will prioritize? Think about it and then tell me what is your answers. Remember that different sector, they might prioritize different things. So maybe I can start with King, please. Hey, King. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, King. All right, he's not here. Yeah, he's here. Hi, King.
Hello. I just went
Yeah.
to the toilet. I didn't hear your question. Sorry.
Okay. So what I ask you is, your company is operating in tourism industry. So if you want to expand your company, which one you will prioritize?
I believe I should prioritize entrepreneurship
Why?
because entrepreneurship, like so it can like better expand, so people are more aware of your company, so you can have a better selling point company, so people know more about it, so you can easily expand to other countries when compared to the other three. It's more important and it's more important overall. Sorry.
Okay, thank you so much, King. So how about others? What do you think? Yes, James.
So because like the title is HR management, I think we need to consider labor too.
Okay, so why, when you work for tourism industry, labor is very important?
Maybe I don't know. I just guessed.
Okay, that's a good guess anyway. So remember what I explained to you about the characteristic of tourism products. So who can tell me about maybe two or one characteristics of tourism products from the previous lessons? Hey, Yung, the sound from your side is not very clear. Hello? Sorry, I cannot hear you. Yeah, let's try again when you are ready, Yung. Hey, so I will remind you about that one again. So when you are working for tourism industry and your product, it has several characteristics. So number one, it is very seasonal. So what I mean by seasonal, now who can tell me what does it mean by seasonal?
It relates to climate.
Yes, it really depends on the climate to operate. Second one, produce and consume at the same time. Now, what do I mean by saying that the tourism product is produced and consumed at the same time?
Because when the guest just use our service, and that's the time that we sell our product to them.
Yes, correct. For example, when they go to your hotel and they stay in your room, so the room is prepared at that time, and every time they use 1 hour, they spend 1 hour in that room. So that is the time that the room produced for them to enjoy. And the last one, it cannot be stored or delivered. Rồi, như vậy thì những cái này thì nó có nghĩa là gì nào? Oh, sorry. So it means because your product is produced and consumed at the same time. So it is very important in tourism industry to have enough labor and to have enough natural resources. For this one, they are the two most important factors to produce and to expand your company. But I also agree with Kim that for some other sectors, entrepreneurship is most important. So who can tell me for which section, for which area, entrepreneurship is the most important one? Các bạn thấy nhé, ví dụ như trong ngành du lịch thì cái yếu tố natural resources labor thì nó rất là quan trọng các bạn muốn mở rộng. Thế còn như cái entrepreneurship thì nó cho cái lĩnh vực nào, cái ngành nào mà khi muốn mở rộng thì cái đó là cái quan trọng nhất. Hey Lam, do you have any idea here?
I'm not sure.
How about stock and Bitcoin?
What you mean by là Bitcoin? Vì sao chơi Bitcoin là trading Bitcoin?
Because like we need to have like the risk in investing. So
Okay, I get your point. Yes, I think where she makes the point here. So, for example, when you are, let's say you are a trader, all right? So when you are a trader and you earn money by buying shares and selling shares at a certain time in your life. So it's very important. Like if you want to expand your company, you need to have good relationships with others, with other investor companies, like to have information about what to buy and what to sell, when to buy and when to sell. Yes, I agree with you. All right, so because we're gonna focus on these factors. So the next one we're gonna do is when you recruit someone to your company. So let's list out some costs that you may. I'm sorry, I have a terrible voice today. So let's list out some costs that you have to face when you want to recruit people to your company. All right. I want you guys to write down 1 or 2 types of costs that you can think of here, and then we can compare your answers. Now, think about the cost that you have to pay to recruit or to get someone into your company. Nothing so far? Yes, we can go with Lam first.
So like maybe sometimes when there's like a recruiter, like a person who really stands out, that could be a really good asset to the company, you want them to like you want to incentivize them to join the company, you may have to give them like I forgot the word, but it's like you give them money before.
Okay. So we have a term for that. That one is called signing bonus.
Yeah.
Yes, you are right. So especially when you are looking for some talents in your field, and it means when they are a good employee, many people, many companies want to work for the company. So you need to give them some money just to sign the contract with your company. So signing bonus, that's the term we're gonna use. Yes, correct. King.
Like in the initial recruitment process, maybe you'll find like you have to have like recruitment boards to like have act so people are actually interested in joining your company. It's like the initial recruitment cost.
What's the name of that course?
Uh, I don't know, but like when you want people to join your company, you have like kind of like billboards to say that join our company, we hire really good.
Okay, so let's
kind of
say
ads.
advertisement. Can I use that word? Is that what you mean? Advertisement to let people know that you are looking for someone?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so we can use advertisement. So you need to pay money for some HR platform so that they can make a post for you. Then you also have to upload the things on the website, and everything costs money. So we want to say advertisement. Yes, Hui, your turn.
I think like you have to like pay the wages for like the recruiter. Like like the interviewer, like the person who interviews, like uh the salaries for like the people who interview.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you very clearly. Did you say agencies?
Like you have to pay like the salaries of like the people who interview the people.
Yeah, so headhunters or recruiter. I think Yung, she shares the same idea with you. Great. So we're gonna say that you have to have commission for the headhunter or the agencies. Okay, so far 3 costs already. What else?
Maybe the insurance you have for your worker, like maybe working. Yeah.
Well, but insurance is for everyone, not only when you recruit them. After they sign the contract, you still have to pay the insurance.
Yeah, like when you attend in a company, like the company like have a responsibility to pay some kind of insurance for you.
Yes,
Like
yes, that's true. That's true. But what I mean is like that cost, the insurance is not solely for the recruitment process. That is for the whole time you work.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, for example, we are talking about the signing bonus here. So it only happens once. When you sign the contract, done. All right. So how about training? All right. So when they are new to the company, maybe you have to spend like 1, 2, or 3 days to tell them about the job, to train them, to give them enough instructions, and that costs money. All right. So that is the first step. You get people in your company. You have to spend a lot of money for different types of costs. So how about when you cancel the contract? Do you think that it costs money as well? And if it costs money,
Yes.
what kind of money?
It costs the profit that you will get by hiring that labor in.
What type of profit? Where can you clarify the one?
Like, for example, if you have like more and more employees in your industry machine, like in industry company, then they can produce like a lot of products and maybe you can sell the products. But if you don't hire them, then you will lose the profit that they bring it to you.
Okay, so when you cancel the contract, you may let me generalize the point. So you may lose the contract, right?
And also the opportunity to have money from that person.
Yeah, so the opportunity cost and the lose contract. I agree. Yes, good job, Quay. So what else may happen when you cancel the contract for some reason? What kind of cost?
Maybe the compensation you have to pay for them if you end the contract earlier.
Yes, correct. Compensation. For some reason, they do their job very badly. And according to the rule, you have to tell them 30 days in advance so that they can go. But if you keep that employee for another 30 days, like you even have to pay more money for their mistakes. So compensation, yes, good job. So far we can lose the contract, we lose the opportunity, we have to face compensation. What else?
Wait,
Yes, Hui. That's Hui, right?
no.
Yeah, sorry, Lam.
I was gonna ask, like, would the money that's spent to hire like the hunters, would it, if we were to cancel the contract, would it also like make us lose a lot of profit? Because if we hire those people to work, but then no progress appears, we also lose, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a good example, Lambert. The situation is more complicated than that. So, for example, this is the way it works. So if you get an agency or a headhunter to find some people for you to work, so the rule, the rule in that field, like from my experience, I work at that role as well. So after the probation, 2 months, if the company agree to sign the contract, so I, as the agency, will not return any commission, even that if the employee works very terribly after that, because they have 2 months of probation. For example, if something gets wrong during the probation, I will be responsible for finding another person to replace, or I have to return the commission. But after the probation, I'm not responsible for anything. So, Lam, you are right, but it depends on how you cancel the contract during probation or after the probation. Okay, so we have many types of cost here. So I think it's enough now. So let's sum up the point. So you see that when you recruit someone, you spend a lot of money. When you cancel the contract with someone, you spend a lot of money. So what is the lesson we learn from this? What is the conclusion? What is the lesson for us to run our company effectively?
We must think carefully before recruit someone.
All right, for sure. But how can we do that? So let's ask Hui this question. So Hui, how can we find the perfect employee for each position? Hello, Hui, can you hear me? Okay, maybe he's not here. So hey, Yong, if your mic is working, can you answer the questions? Sorry Dung nha, thật ra nãy giờ thầy thấy em bật mic nói nhưng mà nó không có âm thanh gì cả. Không có gì hôm sau em check lại cái mic của em nhé. Rồi, như vậy nào, the lesson. Let me summarize. So yes, I agree with you quick. We need to be very careful when you recruit someone, but how are we gonna do that? So let's say you need to have a very clear job description for each position. The one that you did last week. Because based on the job description, you can identify, okay, is that a good person for this position or not? Can he do the jobs that I'm looking for? So please have very clear job description. What skills do we need for the job? What characteristic do we need for this job? Make it very carefully. And then also predict the number of employees that you need to recruit. Don't recruit so many, more than you need. If you do that, then you have to cancel the contract with some of them, then you lose money. But if you don't recruit enough, then you lose the contract. You don't have enough people to produce the number of the product that you need. So 2 conclusions. First, make a very careful, clear, careful job description. And then predict the number of people you need for each position. That's it. So team 2, because you didn't do your homework from last week, so when you get home today, make sure that you've spent a lot of time to write a good job description for each position for me. Okay, now, so now let's look at the way how you can improve the productivity for your employees. I want you to go to the link that I will share with you now, and you work in your team. When you work with your team in your breakout room, you have 3 minutes to discuss, and let me show you what you need to do. So on the link I have just shared with you, you're gonna have something like this. All right, so you have team 1 and team 2. Go to your sheet and decide which is the score you want to have for each criteria. So let's say money is the most important thing for you to work, so you put number 5 here. Promotion is the least important thing for you to work, you put number 1 here. And it means number 5 is the most important, number 1 the least important. 2 it's not really important. Number 3 50-50. Number 4 important but not very. All right, so you work with your team and decide what is the score for each criteria we have here. Now, so let me open the breakout room. Okay, now here we go. Hey, James, what you doing here? You should be in the breakout room with your teammates.
Hours to do what's with the what's with the
What about the second one? Anyone?
Yeah.
What about number 2?
She says two.
I think 3.
Yeah.
I think 4 should be 4.
This one.
4, column number 4. So that one.
Yeah, have discussion and also provide reasons. You should be rational, right? We have reason to do something. Talk with your friends why you think that should be number 4. King, yes, King and James try to contribute to the discussion. All right.
I think I think option to work on games and mm, a tree or a tree. It's like you're looking at a lodge.
Can I put column number 6 as 4? It's kind of important to help like have training.
Longer holiday, I think. 3.
I think like a colony time based on targets. I think we should put it at um uh 3 because like um if you give them a bonus like then they would want to work with us more.
That should be a 5, I think. It's important. James, can you say something? Bro,
James,
Are you even there, bro?
say
Well,
something.
he is there. I think he's locked in gaming.
Say something, James.
I think he's in Grow a Garden, guys.
bro, I think he's playing Broodlock Rivals, guys.
And
Ah,
with Blue Lock Rivals going to play.
I don't think his mic works.
Nah,
I think he's just playing Grow a Garden, little bro.
Oh, bro, I forget to turn on the mic.
You forgot.
Guys, options in more flexible hour. Which point?
4, I think, because people will want to work with us more.
Okay.
I increased pay, I guess is like, I guess is also a 4 because people like stuff. People like getting paid.
People like stuff. Yeah, of course, Ken. People like stuff.
No, people like getting paid.
Increase variety of tasks.
One,
Like 3. Give it like a 3, bro.
3, okay.
Ken check Zalo.
Disco event.
Finish.
Anyways,
Grow a garden.
everybody's locked in Grow a Garden,
Bro,
bro.
I was playing Grow a Garden, and then there were like these 2 randoms, and they kept on gifting me stuff, and now I got 2 million.
Nice. See you. See you in the other.
All right, now so let's have a look at your result. So for team one, they say that money is all right. So both team agree that money is very important. However, promotion is the most important factor to work for team one, but it's not very important for team two. Okay, now it seems like we really need to have a debate here. So team two, can you tell me why you don't think this one is a very important factor for you to work? Promotion. Now, team two, can anyone from team two tell me?
because we believe that even though we didn't put it here, because we believe the increased pay is better than chance of promotion because promotion equals money, and if you have if you're given more money at the start, you don't need or you don't want more chance of promotion. So that's our
Okay.
reasoning, even though we didn't have increased pay yet.
Okay. Yes, it makes sense. Very, very materialistic. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. Like, as long as they give me money, I don't really need promotion. Okay, man. That's the way you're gonna go. So team one, why you think it's very important? This is the highest score, number 5, the only number 5 in your table. So why? Promotion.
Because for us, we believe that every employees, every employees, they always want to be like the best of the best. So they want to be, all goals is to be for the promotion, and because of that, they will have a goal together and increase the competitiveness in each employers, and because of that, so they're gonna try better, try harder. And for me, I do think that if a normal employee is, they already have high salary, so their manager, their boss, gonna be have the higher one, and human are mean, so they always aim for the higher.
Okay, that's a good point to figure out. Now, so you know what? After I look at your tables, team 1 and team 2, definitely we have 2 different working styles here. So for team 1, you see that? They say, okay, option to work from home, training to improve the job, not very important. But team 2, they say, yes, it's more important. They focus on this one, option to work flexible hour, bonus on target. On the other hand, variety of tasks, number 1 here, but it's very different, number 3 here. So for me, they show 2 different working styles, maybe for 2 different age group, I would say. So in the past, people don't care much about promotion or recognition of manager. Or team 1, why we have? Are you changing something? Don't change. You have decided already. Don't change anything here. Team 1, please undo. Don't change anything. So let me. Now, so in the past, it is very common that we don't really want to have recognition with manager. We just need to have high salary. In the past, we don't really care about option to work from home. We don't need this, and we don't really care about training as well. So it's about the working laborers, like 20 years ago, for some certain job. Let's say a worker in a factory, when they want to do the job that they are given by the manager is a very repeating one. So like, okay, open the box, put the toy in the box, close the box, seal the box. So when the job is very repeating, so for that one, they may not need the recognition from managers because they follow the KPI. As long as I finish 1,000 boxes every day, I don't care, right? They don't really need to work from home, and they don't really need to training because the job is very simple and it's repeating. Yes. So from my point of view, for some jobs, they don't really value this one. But when we look at team 2, they say it's more important. So again, this shows you guys the different ways, the different working style of people. Now, but what we can see in common, nhưng mà có một điểm mà chung giữa hai team đó là that is about money. Both of you agree that money is very important, 5 and 4. So let's say we break it down to a very personal level. So Kevin, hello Kevin, can you hear me? Hello Kevin.
Yes.
Okay, now Kevin, so you think that you will work better when you have higher salary or you are promoted to a manager position?
I
You have
think
better motivation to work. In which case?
higher salary.
Higher salary. Okay, now James, you are next. Higher salary or higher position that you will have better motivation to work.
I think it's higher salary.
Okay, salary. Okay, we go on. And salary or promotion.
Promotion.
Okay, so girl, they prefer promotion. The first one. Let's go. Khuê. Salary or promotion.
Promotion.
Promotion. Now King, you are next.
Money.
Money. Now Lam, what you think? Money or promotion?
Money.
Money. Okay, and Huy, what do you think?
Money.
Money. Okay, Yong, can you type down your answer for this question in case your mic doesn't work? Can you type down?
Can you hear me?
Is the voice really low?
Sorry.
Salary. Okay. Yes, so that is salary, guys. I agree with you. Salary is the very, very effective way to improve the motivation of your employees. It's like the effect is very immediately. Promotion, maybe the effect is long lasting, but it takes time for people to recognize that one. But when you say, hey, I double your salary, work better, right? We work better. Now, so let's consider how you're going to improve the productivity of your employees by playing a game. And remember, this could be a part of a very similar part to your competition. All right. Rồi thì bây giờ chúng ta sẽ có một cái activity game để chúng ta thử cái phần này nhé. Okay, now so we're gonna play the game that you're gonna try to recruit as many as possible employees for your team, but you have to consider their productivity. So, I'm sorry, I missed 1 0 here. So each team will have $10,000, and higher salary will boost your employees' productivity, and the ratio is 1-to-1. So, for example, you increase the salary by 10%, it means the productivity will go up by 10%. Okay, so that's what I mean by the ratio of 1-to-1. So for each round, I will tell you the average salary of a group of workers and also their productivity. But remember, different groups, they have different productivity. So your job is to try to pay higher salary than the other team to attract that group of employees to work for you. And at the end of the game, we're going to count how many products your company can produce. You have more products, you will win. But if you have equal result, we're going to consider the money you have left. So let me make an example. I know that the rules are quite complicated, so let's make an example. I have shared with you a link. You may go there to have a look, and I will make an example right now. All right, so let's say each team has 10,000, right? The first group of workers, they are inexperienced. Each of them need $100 per month, and we have 10 workers. Each worker can produce 3 products every month. So let's make a quick calculation first. So maybe Khuê, for 10 workers, how many products we can produce every month when you pay them the average salary?
We can produce 30 products.
Yes, 30 products, right? So if you pay them 100 for each person, they're gonna produce 30 products. So let's say you double the salary to 200, so the productivity will double.
6.
Yes, 6. So how many in total after that when the productivity is 6?
60.
Yeah, 60, right? Okay, so you pay 200 for each, and we have 10 it means you have to pay 2,000. So here you only have 8,000 left. Okay?
Yeah.
But you are not playing this game alone. You have to pay the higher salary than the other team. You guys have to compete with each other. We only have 3 rounds. Okay? And then at the end, we're going to see how many products you guys can have. And again, same number. We see how much money we have left. All right. So any question before we start? Or you want to have a demo round, a example to play first?
Yes, please.
Okay, now let's go. All right. So let's say first group of workers, they are inexperienced. We have 10 workers. And the average salary for one is $100. Each of them can produce 3. Okay, now we take turn to give me the salary that you're going to pay for this group. Okay, now team 1, how much you want to pay? You guys can chat with each other to decide the number. All right, you have 30 seconds.
Pay for workers?
Yes. You have 30 seconds to decide. Talk with your friends in private. Chat with them. If you want to have quick communication, all of you can turn on the mic and then discuss things here.
We want
All right.
to pay
Yes.
200 for each worker.
Okay, you start with the lowest number, 200. All right, now team 2, you want to pay more, or you want to give away this group of workers? Team 2, you can turn on the mic and discuss with your friends, or you can chat with them if you want, but you
Wait.
only have 30 seconds.
We
Yes,
hire
go ahead.
more. Can we hire more worker?
You only have 10 workers for this round.
Oh,
We have 3 rounds, all right? For this round, you only have 10 workers. Okay, now team 2, quickly. You want to pay more than 100 or not?
wait, we said 200.
You can wait for the next. We will stop when no one wants to raise the price. Okay, now team 2, you want to give up or you want to pay higher salary here? Remember that you have 10,000, right? So if you are paying $100 for each, it means like at this moment you already spent 1,000.
Can we have 1 more minute to decide? We're voting in the
Yes,
group.
yes. Come on, quickly. I don't think we have 1 minute, guys. So in 10 seconds only. If you don't give me a number, I will give this group of workers
We
to
give
team 1.
away. We give away.
Okay, so team 1, you win this one. So you have 9,000 left. But you have produced 30 products here. Okay, now, second round. For the second round, we have experienced worker. Their salary is higher at 250, and we only have, let's say, 5 of them. But because they are experienced, so they can produce more. Each of them can produce 10 products in a month. All right, now team 1, 30 seconds. How much are you gonna pay to have this group of workers? You pay higher salary, they will produce more. Money, increase the salary, increase the productivity. Yeah, it could be like, talking, just turn on the mic and talk very quickly. Now, 5.
250.
Okay, you still start with the lowest number. Now, team 2, I don't think you should give away this one. Now, team 2, 30 seconds, quickly. If you want to have this group, you have to pay higher salary.
350.
350. Okay, team 1, you want to pay higher or not? They are paying 350.
450.
Okay, 450. That's a pretty high price. And remember, you should save money for the last round as well.
Yes.
455.
Okay, 455.
456.
Hey, don't do $1. Let's say at least every time you have to raise at least 5.
Oh. So we stop.
You sure, team 1, you want to stop? Okay, that's it. So team 2, because you spend 455 for each. So let me make a quick calculation. So you spend this much here. It means you only have, let's see how much left. You only have $7,725 left. Team 2, remember that number. But on the other hand, you have received 50 products. Okay. Now remember, to win the game, you have to produce more than the other team. We only consider the money if we had the same number of products. All right, now the last round. So for the last round, we have a group of experts. Oh, sorry, I forgot this one. Let me make the productivity higher. Okay. Oh, sorry. 18,200. Because team 2, they pay the higher salary than the average salary. So now each person can produce 18.2, not 10 like we talk about. So it means here we have 91. Now, so the last round, we have a group of experts. And for this group, they ask a salary of 500. We're going to have 5 of them, but they're going to produce 20 each. All right, now consider your amount of money. How much you have left? And then we go. Now, team 1, 30 seconds. How much you going to pay to have this team of experts?
$1,000.
Wow, great. So you start with 1,000. Now, team 2, think and give me a number.
1,200.
1,300.
Okay, give me a second. 1,300. Yes.
1,500.
1,800.
Okay.
2,000.
2,000. Are you sure that you have enough money, team 2? Did you do the math? When you pay 2,000, wait for 5 persons.
1,900.
I don't even think that you have enough money for 1,900.
That money.
You only have 7,725.
But this is the last round, though.
Yes, but where's the money from?
We don't have enough money.
All right, so give me the highest price. Do the math and give me the highest price that you can pay.
Our highest price is 1,800.
Okay, so for 1,800, team 2, there's no way they can beat team one. So let's say 1,800 is like more than 3 times here. Let me do the calculation. So it's like 3.6 times. And it means like your productivity would be 72 per person. And because you have 5, so each you're gonna produce in total 336. So the final result, team one, they have produced 390 products in total. And team one, you only have 182, which means the winner is team one. Good job, congratulations.
Okay.
All right, now, so what's the lesson we learned from this example? It is when you open a company, and this is also, remember, this is a part, very similar part in your exam. So your competition. So in your competition, you have to open a company and you have to operate, and you have to decide how many workers you're gonna recruit and how much you have to pay them. And remember that you can pay them higher to make sure that they have better productivity. And you have to be very careful for which group you're gonna have to pay higher. So from this game, what we learn, you should pay the expert higher. You should focus on this group, right? Because their productivity is really high, and when you can improve it, you get more benefit than paying high salary for inexperienced workers. So that could be the lesson for you when you open the company or in the exam later. Try to improve the productivity by paying more. However, in this example, you only have to use your money for your salary, but also you have to spend it for all the things that we're going to learn in the future. So be careful. You can pay your employees higher to boost their productivity, but try to save money for other things like marketing, for investment in like management or researching. All right. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Rồi, như vậy đó là một cái ví dụ để các bạn hiểu nhá. Tức là khi các bạn sau này đi thi ấy, thì nó sẽ có một cái phần như thế này là các bạn phải quyết định là các bạn thuê bao nhiêu nhân công để sản xuất. Và khi các bạn thuê nhân công thì nó cũng sẽ có những cái nhóm nhân công khác nhau là kinh nghiệm, không kinh nghiệm rồi gì đó. Thì các bạn phải decide là các bạn nên trả lương cao cho nhóm nào để nó tăng cái productivity lên. Vì khi tăng productivity thì các bạn sản xuất được nhiều, và sản xuất thì mới có cái để bán ra nha. Thì đó là cái lesson mà các bạn cần lưu ý hôm nay trong cái ví dụ của mình. Salary will improve the productivity, but be careful to choose how much you pay and which group you're gonna pay more than the average salary. All right, I think we can have a break time of 5 minutes. Let's have break time, and when you come back, we're gonna study something else. Thank you so much. See you after 5.
Bye.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, all right. So I guess everyone is here. Now, so we have talked about how we can expand our company. So for tourism industry, two main factors, they are natural resources and labor. And we also have discussed how we can improve the productivity of our employees. Now, so let's go on. In addition to labor, when you want to expand your company, you have to look at your market share and market growth. Why? Let me tell you. Because you need to know market share, it is where you are in the market. And the market growth, it means you have to predict what the market will be like in the future. Then you can choose the way to develop your company. They are very important. So we're gonna go to the next slide and we try to figure out a way we can do calculation to have the market share and the market growth, to predict market growth. Okay, now, so firstly, in order to have the market share, which is remember this, the market share, or it is also called the company revenue, your company revenue in the market. And in order to have the revenue, it means you need to have your price. Now, so how you can set your price? So in order to have your price, you're gonna use the positioning map, which is based on the price and the quality of similar product on the market. So let's make an example, all right? So who are interested in Highland coffee? So here we have 8 students who love drinking from Highland coffee. Can you raise your hand? Okay, so we have Lam and one more. Who's this? All right, only one. Okay, Lam. So you like Highland, right? So can you tell me something about that brand? Is their price high or low or medium compared to a normal cup of coffee?
It depends. Like, it's kind of in the middle.
So this is the middle. So is it above the middle point or below the middle point?
A bit above, like
A bit above, so somewhere here, right?
Yeah.
So Lam, compared to other brands, their quality. So the quality is high or low?
High.
So top quality here, or like somewhere here?
Somewhere there.
Okay, thank you so much. So let me write down here. We say Highland coffee. Okay, now, so if I am going to open a new brand of coffee and my main competitor is Highland. Yeah, sure, no worries. So if I open a new coffee shop and let's say Middleton Coffee, and my main competitor is Highland. So where is my quality? Oh, sorry. Where should I make my coffee quality? Like lower than Highland, similar to Highland, or higher than Highland?
Higher than Highland.
Yeah, correct. It cannot be lower, right? At least it should be the same or higher. It cannot be lower. And let's say if I make the same quality of Highland coffee, so where is my price? It should be higher or lower than Highland coffee?
Lower than Highland coffee.
Lower than Highland coffee. All right, now let's come to the question. If you make something as good as Highland, but you sell it for lower price, what might happen? What might happen?
You don't have profit.
Okay, then should I open the company? Right. So if I don't make any profit, I will not open the company. So let me move my company to higher price than Highland, but same quality. What happened? What will happen?
People will buy the Highland coffee.
Yes, correct. So James, what should I do? I cannot set my price higher and I cannot set my price lower. So what should I do?
You should set the price.
Hello?
I said you. I think you should. Brand you should set your price lower than Highland. Equal Highland.
Yes, equal to Highland, right? Equal to Highland. Yes, good job. So this is how you're gonna figure out the price of your product in the market by looking at the main competitor, the one who produced the similar product compared to your company. So that's how you can set the average price for your product. So I think we have Anne. You are opening the hotel near the lake, Lakinis Lake. So have you researched for any competitors in that area?
We've looked around and we see that there are only like luxurious resorts which have higher quality than us around that.
Okay, so that's not your main competitor, right?
Yeah.
So let's say if the quality of their product is 10, so what is your quality compared to 10?
About 6 to 7.
Okay, so let me edit something. So let's what's the name of that hotel, please? Let's say ABC. I don't care. So they are here. Their quality is very high, top, and your hotel is like, so it means like your price here, your quality is here, right? Compared to the ABC quality.
No, our price is lower, definitely.
The quality, let's say the quality first.
Yeah, the quality.
So the price should be lower or higher?
Lower.
How much, like top low, bottom low?
No, in the middle.
In the middle, yes, something like that. So if they charge customer for $10, you can charge customer for maybe $5 here.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, that's how you gotta figure out how much you should charge for your product by comparing your company to similar companies in the market. Thì đó là cái cách mà các bạn có thể figure out cái price, cái giá mà các bạn nên bán những cái sản phẩm của các bạn trên market. And I would say you should compare to like 4 or 5 different companies on the market to make sure that you have enough information. Don't make it one. One maybe is not enough. All right. So for the green sustainable hotel from team 2, I'm sure that you can find a lot of competitors in the market. So make sure that you compare your products to their product and see how different is the price, how different is the quality, and have an idea about how much you're going to charge your customer. Now, so after you know that you will charge customer this much, okay, so this is an example that we already have discussed. So I will skip this one. So you're gonna have a look at the market that you will sell your product in. So how we're gonna do that? So you have to analyze your market in several ways. So first, you look at the global industry. So in our example, that is tourism industry is here. Okay. And then you look at the market that you are operating in. So for example, where's the lake in Scotland? I'm sorry, I'm not very good at geography. Where's the lake again? In Scotland, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so you look at the purchasing power in Scotland, like how many tourists are traveling there every year. And then you look at the market where you're going to build your hotel around the lake. How many tourists visit that lake every year? And then you look at For example, you say, okay, we have 100 tourists coming to the lake every year. So how many of this you gonna serve? Let's say you can serve 10. All right. So that's the first step to find out your market share. Okay, now let's talk about this team 2. So team 2, can you analyze your market using this model again and tell me the name of the industry? For sure, that is tourism industry. So firstly, where is your market?
We're targeting like 25, 45-year-olds who
No, where is your market? You are looking at the market. Where is your market?
in Vietnam or like
Yes, Vietnam. Where in Vietnam you gonna build that hotel? Sustainable hotel, green hotel. Where you gonna build it?
anywhere that's not in the city.
Okay, so let's choose a random name. Let's say you're gonna build it in Quảng Nam, maybe. That is a place. The city has not been developed a lot, so a lot of trees and mountainous area there. Okay, so let's say in Quảng Nam you do some research and you say that there are 1,000 tourists coming to Quảng Nam every year. So how many of these you are going to serve?
$1,000 every year.
Yes, so this is the number of people coming to Quảng Nam. And now we talk about your company. How many are you gonna serve? You have 1,000 tourists. So how many of them you think you will serve?
In a year's time frame?
It
kind of depends because in the starting year, I think we'll aim to serve about 200 customers, maybe.
Yes, you can say 200 customer. All right. So that is the first step to figure out your market share. You have to find out the number of potential customer and how many of them can you serve, because it depends on your size of company. Right? If you are going to open a company and you say, oh, I have only 10 rooms in my hotel. So 10 rooms in your hotel, you cannot serve 1,000, something like that. Now, so what do we do next? So first, we figure out the price of your product. Then we figure out how many products we will serve, we will sell at. And then you use those numbers into the formula like this. All right. So let's say the market you are operating in, every year, the market will generate $1,000 because we have 1,000 tourists. Each of them will spend $1, so the market will earn $1,000. Your company, your price is $2, and you're gonna serve 200 customers here. So you have 400 for your revenue. So the way you calculate is 400 divided by 1,000. So your market share is 40%. All right. This is a very simple way to calculate the market share of your company. We also have another example here. So if your company can sell 100 million of products and the total market share for that company is like 1 billion. So yes, this is the way we calculate it. All right. Let's make an example. So I want you to go online and do some research now about the market that you will operate in. That is in Scotland and by the lake. Team 2, that is Quảng Nam, and let's say you're gonna operate in anywhere in Quảng Nam you choose. Okay, you search for the things and you come back and you tell me, firstly, what is the total market revenue? And then what is the price of your company? And then how many products you're gonna serve? Let's do three things. Được chưa? Rồi bây giờ thầy cần các bạn làm 3 việc đấy nhá. Các bạn có thể work in the team. I will open the breakout room for you. Rồi các bạn search 3 thông tin đó cho thầy. Thứ nhất là so sánh với một số cái tên thị trường để biết là giá các bạn định làm là như thế nào. Thứ hai là xem cái thị trường đó thì trong một năm thì cái doanh thu của thị trường là bao nhiêu, tức là người ta sẽ đến đấy, người ta tiêu hết bao nhiêu tiền. Các bạn có thể search những thông tin đấy nhé. Rồi và cuối cùng là sau khi biết rồi thì các bạn sẽ dự đoán là các bạn bán được bao nhiêu sản phẩm trong năm đó, và dựa đó cái dự đoán được cái market share của mình. Được chưa nào? Rồi guys, please join the breakout room and
I don't think we have a supposed way to do it, but just do it in the docs.
Do you want to create a doc? Can someone create a doc?
I Bro was too busy playing Grow a Garden.
Who was too busy playing Grow a
I
Garden?
don't know. Anyways,
Váy như là món kia ở Quảng Nam.
thầy vừa gửi lại cái bức hình về cái công thức cho mọi người để mọi người không cần phải quen nhé. Đó, search 3 thông tin đấy. Thứ nhất, nếu các bạn làm ở Quảng Nam thì cái thị trường đấy là một năm nó kiếm được bao nhiêu tiền về khách du lịch đó, xong rồi xem thử là cái khách sạn của các bạn là bán với cái giá sản phẩm như thế nào, và các bạn dự tính là các bạn bán được bao nhiêu sản phẩm. 3 thông tin đấy tìm kiếm.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat it in English?
Yes. So firstly, you are operating in Quảng Nam for tourism industry. So let's have a look at the revenue of tourism industry in Quảng Nam. All right. So how much tourists spend in Quảng Nam every year? And then you compare your product to similar products in the market and figure out the price for your product. Let's say các bạn phục vụ một cái khách sạn đúng không? Thì các bạn charge bao nhiêu cho cái phòng ngủ đêm? Đấy, thì các bạn phải figure out là cái đấy bằng cách so sánh như lúc nãy thì có làm ví dụ so sánh với những cái sản phẩm tương tự. Và cuối cùng là các bạn dự tính là các bạn sẽ phục vụ được bao nhiêu khách với cái khách sạn của các bạn. Rồi, 3 cái việc đấy nhá, công thức thầy có để ở đây.
Wait, can someone paste that thingy in the doc? Like, I sent it in the chat. Did you create a doc yet?
I'll create a doc.
Ken, do you have a beanstalk?
no, I don't have a beanstalk. Someone's crying, guys. Oh no, my little brother is crying. Anyways. Oh man. Lamb, do you have anything pollinated? I need a pollinated thingy.
I have so much things that are pollinated.
Give me, I need.
Why? Wait, what is the purpose of it?
Oh, Master Sprinkler? Huh? Where? So, yes. Right. Let me do some market research now.
Let me do some market Research now.
4 out of 10 rage bait, bro.
Tim Rage Bait.
Tim rage bait. Actual 4 out of 10 rage bait, lamb. Not tough, bro.
It's okay.
I was too lazy. After
Wait, never mind. Sorry, guys. Can you work on the doc, James?
So,
Wait,
no.
how do you do that like
check the game, please.
how do you do that like bullet point but in like a transparent setting? How do you guys do that?
Tab.
Tab?
Kid, please don't.
What?
Please
You have
don't.
nothing good, bro.
Ah,
We have 2 minutes left.
Tab, like return. Return and then create another bullet point, right?
yeah.
And then you press tab.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, thank you.
Let's see what is a high fruit.
Please donate. I have no seeds.
What, that little?
Bro just said, why that little?
No, because I have a moon melon that's pollinated. It's only 3.5 kilograms. It's so small.
Wait, Kin, but what's the point of pollinating something? I don't get the point.
You get good stuff from it. Like,
Like what stuff?
so you can buy stuff from the Queen Bee shop.
What's the Queen Bee shop?
Uh, a shop where you can buy stuff.
Like what stuff?
Like seeds.
Really?
Yeah.
Liar.
Real! Check the Queen Bee shop, bro. Just give your pollinated fruits to the man.
Wait, guys, in the first year, we aim towards 150 plus.
I can't hear you. What do you say?
Like in the first year, should we aim towards 150 customers?
I guess.
See,
Okay.
Pumpkins in stock, guys.
Can add me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 200,000 VND a night. And how many products that you will serve a year?
We aim in our first year to have 50 customers.
A year?
First year, for our first year.
Okay, for your first year. So it means like you're gonna have 10 million revenue.
It's not much.
Yes? Okay, so what is the market revenue?
The market revenue of the tourism industry
Yes.
at the moment in Quảng Nam is 18,680 billion.
18 billion?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess your market share is like very, very small. Okay, I mean that's your company and the way you deal with the problem. But I suggest that maybe you can think about this again, because only 50 per year is a very low number. Like nếu mà các bạn đi qua, ví dụ mình nói thật nhé, if you are going to call for investment, nobody want to invest in the company that only make 10 million per month, sorry, per year. Đúng không? Các bạn có phải có big dream lên một tí thì người ta mới invest cho các bạn được. Còn cái dream này thì nó hơi small cho nên là I mean companies investor they are not very interested in small projects like this. So I suggest that you should try to improve your company revenue. Let's say mà các bạn đã có thấy là 50 phòng một năm, tức là một năm có 365 ngày, tức là tầm độ 7 ngày các bạn mới có một khách, thì nó cũng kỳ quá, đúng không? Thử xem này lại nhá. Yes, but mấy con số này các bạn tìm hiểu thì ok, I believe in you, nhưng mà cẩn thận mấy cái kia nhá, chứ còn 7 ngày mới có một khách thì nó. So team one, tell me what you have found. Your price.
Our price is 1,500 pounds.
Okay.
And
how many?
we expect about 540 tourists arrive at, no, not tourists. We expect that we will have 540
nights.
Times, yeah, nights.
Tức là bạn phục vụ
Not nights.
540.
Không, kiểu
500.
540 lần mà sẽ kiểu bán được cái phòng đấy à?
Đúng rồi, một phòng là một đêm đó con, đơn vị tính của cái phòng là mỗi lần.
Có tính 5 đêm. Kiểu một
tức
đợt.
là không được thuê một đêm hả?
Dạ, 5 đêm thôi.
5 đêm.
So that is the company policy that customer only can buy a package of 5 nights. They cannot stay for 1, 2, 3 days.
That's really cheap for 5 nights.
Okay, I mean, I agree that could be the case, but maybe in the real market, you should be more flexible.
Thế thì bây giờ bọn con để 300 đi. 300 đô là một night.
300 đô một night đúng không? Như vậy một công ty của các bạn là dự tính là
nhân lên
540 nhân 3
là khoảng 2.500 đúng không?
40 nhân 5. Dạ 2.700.
2.700, okay.
2.700, dạ.
Okay. And what is the total market revenue?
Dạ 2 tỷ pounds.
2 billion.
2 billion.
Yeah.
Wow. Still a very big number.
Around all the Scotland, not in only Loch Ness.
So I think that's the problem. You should find the market revenue around the Loch Ness region.
That is so hard to find.
So hard, yes.
Yeah, so that's what we call marketing research. Spend more time on that because you are not competing with the whole country. You only compete with the hotels around the lake and in that region. Đúng không? Các bạn đâu có phải cạnh tranh với cái hotel nằm ở đâu túc đầu kia của Scotland đâu. Cho nên là cái vấn đề nghiên cứu thị trường thì các bạn có thể dành thêm. Hôm nay chúng ta chỉ học là ví dụ để các bạn hiểu cái cách các bạn nhìn nhận cái market share của các bạn thôi. Để các bạn biết mình đang ở đâu trên thị trường nhé. Nhưng mà có thể là
0,0405%.
Yeah, we are a very tiny company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rồi cái này về research không có sao cả. Có thể là bây giờ chúng ta chưa tìm được thông tin đâu, nhưng mà thử research. So maybe you can find the name of the district where the lake is located in.
Okay.
Các bạn tìm cái quận đó, hoặc cái hạt, cái thành phố mà cái hồ đó nằm ở, để search là tourism industry revenue của thành phố đó. Tại vì các bạn chỉ cạnh tranh trong cái phạm vi cái thành phố ở cái hồ đó thôi, chứ không phải những thành phố khác. Thử search theo hướng đó nhé.
Yes. Vâng.
Okay, so that is about the market share. So now when you expand your company, you want to have bigger market share, right? For sure that we want to have bigger market share in the future. That's how you can expand your company. So now we're going to look at the next thing, the market growth. So for sure, if you want to expand your company, you want to have bigger market share, we have to make sure that the market is growing. If the market is declining, don't invest money much. That would be very risky. So for example, now we have the war between Russia and Ukraine. You want to go there and invest a lot of money to build a hotel? Nobody's going to do that. The market is declining. Right? In Ukraine, in Russia, the market is really declining. So, Team 2, can you tell me about one country where the market of tourism is growing every year, Team 2? Maybe I can choose, sorry. King. Now, King, can you name a country where tourism is developing every year?
Vietnam itself.
Okay, Vietnam. Anything else in addition to Vietnam?
Like Southeast Asian countries, because like when I did like initial market research on like Asia as a whole, I found out like
Okay.
mostly ASEAN countries are like improving their rates of
Yes, correct. So Asian countries, all of them are developing, right? So for the market growth, it's about the prediction. You try to predict if the market is growing in the future, or not. So if it is going to grow, to increase, yes, invest more money. So how I'm gonna do that? So this is the formulation. Thì các bạn cần dùng là cái giá trị thị trường hiện tại nhá. Trừ đi cái giá trị thị trường bắt đầu và chia cho cái giá trị thị trường bắt đầu. Thì chẳng hạn chúng ta có là năm ngoái là giá trị thị trường tổng là 1 triệu, còn năm nay giá trị thị trường là 1,2 triệu. Như vậy thì chúng ta sẽ lấy là 1,2 triệu. So let me make the calculation here. So I will use 1 billion, sorry, 1 million, 200 minus 1 million, and I have the result, which is 200,000. And then 200,000, I will divide that number by 100,000 again. Sorry, 1 million. So who can tell me what's the final result? 200.000 chia 1 triệu là ra được bao nhiêu? James, how much?
0,2.
Đúng rồi, 0,2 đúng không? Nhân 100 thì chúng ta sẽ có tỷ lệ phát triển của thị trường là 20%. So, yeah, 20%. So it means after 1 year, this market has grown by 20%. And in order to make a correct prediction, you should try to do this calculation for at least 3 years in the past. Tức là các bạn nên làm cái bước này ít nhất là trong 3 năm trong quá khứ nhé. Tức là chúng ta sẽ có ví dụ như là from 2000, let me write down the things. So like for example 2023 to 2023. Các bạn sẽ dự đoán và các bạn sẽ tính cái market growth trong giai đoạn này. If it grows or not. And then you go from 23 to 24. If it grows or not. Maybe one more year from 2021 to 2022. So if the answer for all of them is yes, they grow, yes, they grow, yes, they grow. So you can be confident that 2025 they will grow. All right. So you can predict the market growth by using this kind of calculation, but make sure that you can do it 3 times for the past. Thì nếu mà các 3 năm này nó đều tăng hết thì các bạn có thể make pretty sure là năm sau nó cũng sẽ tăng. Đó là một cái cách chúng ta dự đoán thị trường nhé. But if the market is growing, yes, you can invest and build your hotel. If the market is declining, no, don't do that. Okay, now, so any questions so far for the market share and market growth, everyone?
No question.
Okay, team two, King, James, Hui, any questions? No, good job. All right, the last slide, and then we talk about homework. So in the future, when you predict the market growth, there are all the things that we may consider, we have to consider. So technological innovation. Có rất nhiều cái mà các bạn phải consider về cái market growth. Tại vì khi mà nó có cái này thì nó có nghĩa là có rất nhiều thay đổi về cái nhu cầu sử dụng. So for example, in the past, you know, IT jobs, that is a very well-paid job, and the demand for the IT guy was really high in the past, like let's say 5 years ago or 4 years ago. But after AI was born, the demand for IT guys has been decreasing from that moment until now. Đó, thì bây giờ cái GPT nó code cho các bạn rất nhiều thứ rồi, thì cái nhu cầu sử dụng cái nhân lực về IT nó giảm rất là nhiều. Thì đó là cái technology innovation, nó có thể dẫn đến cái việc là thay đổi về thị trường nhé. Thì cái thị trường lao động mà về yes James, thank you so much. Cái thị trường lao động nó có thể thay đổi, thị trường nhu cầu của thị trường nó có thể thay đổi khi mà có thay đổi về công nghệ. Government policy, yes, regulation for sure. This is very clear. For example, they say, okay, the Luckiness Lake, that is very important to the country. No more deforestation. Don't build anything. Go away. So say goodbye to your project. So for this one, which factor of business we need to have to know about the policy of the government in time to make the right decision for our projects? Thế chỗ này là nhớ 4 cái factor của business không? Các bạn cần cái factors nào để biết được cái này in time mà là làm việc?
Natural resources.
No, not about natural resources. The government regulations about not government regulation thì đâu phải là về tài sản tự nhiên đâu.
The tax.
Tax? Do we have tax?
I don't know.
Hey, remember we have 4 factors in business: natural resources, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So which one is about the government regulation? How do we have this information in time?
Entrepreneurship.
Yes, you need to have good relationship with the government so that they can inform you maybe in advance before they publish the regulations. Đúng không? Đó là các bạn phải cần có những cái mối quan hệ in time trước khi người ta public cái này, là các bạn đã biết thông tin rồi thì các bạn không cần invest. Changing consumer behavior, yes. For example, nowadays people are more aware of environment, so they don't use plastic. So make sure that you don't serve disposable item in your hotel. Don't use plastic cup for drinking. Đúng không? Và tất nhiên là cạnh tranh trong thị trường và thị trường nó bão hòa. If so many companies doing the same thing, so for sure the market cannot grow pretty much. All right. Now, so let's talk about your homework. So for your homework, please do these things. So research online again and predict your price, market share, revenue. Based on your market share and revenue, try to figure out how many products that you need to sell at the price that you predict here. So you did it in the lesson already, but I'm sure that you can do it better at home. And this time, when you do the research, when you do your homework, insert the link, build a reference page for me. Tức là các bạn cho thầy một cái reference nhé, là các bạn lấy cái thông tin đó ở đâu, ở website nào, dựa vào đâu mà các bạn ra được cái thông tin đấy. Don't just give me some numbers. Alright? After you collect all the information, calculate your market share and market growth, how many products you need to sell, use the information that you can find online, but keep the source and give me the reference.
Teacher, so we need to finish our homework before Monday. I think on Sunday.
Oh, okay. So is that possible to do everything and complete by Monday?
I don't think I can complete it because I have like lots of work tomorrow.
Đúng rồi, Khuê đã kiểu như thế. Kiểu là em phải biết được những thông tin về thay đổi chính sách hoặc là quy hoạch của đất nước nó sớm một tí để tránh. So team 2, I guess you guys have the same idea, right? The deadline is so close and it's not very possible to finish. Okay, so if you guys, all of you agree that it's not possible to finish this one on Monday, I will talk with all the teachers, and then we will choose the deadline for you. We will upload all the information into your group chat on Zalo and let you know when is the deadline for this homework. Okay. Rồi, và especially team 2 nhá, teamwork một tí nha, không có làm mỗi người một kiểu và không có nộp bài tập. Và team 2 nhớ là các bạn chưa làm bài tập lần trước luôn nhé, nhớ phải hoàn thành. Những gì các bạn làm trong quá trình học này là sau này sẽ rất hữu ích cho các bạn đi thi sau này. Thế nào? Thank you so much, everyone. Good night. I'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Thank you for teaching. Bye.
Bye.